Salof C2. Salof C2 was first unveiled at the 2018 Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance. The tuned car is based on a Gallardo, but the exterior design doesn't involve the Italian supercar. Its design is almost entirely different from the other cars on the market. The father of C2 is Carlos Salof, the former design of Mazda, who designed famous cars such as Furai, Mazda 3, and MX-5. The V10 5-liter engine is still the same. Carlos only changed the E-gear transmission to a pure manual transmission and rear-wheel drive instead of a four-wheel drive. These changes helped Salof C2 become a pure supercar, providing a more real driving experience. According to Salof, customers purchasing the C2 must bring in a Lamborghini Gallardo to fit new bodywork in carbon fiber or hand-beaten aluminum. Only a few Salof C2s were built, and their price tag of $1.2 million is not cheap. Burgmeister ADR 630. This model was created by the car company Project Austro Daimler in an attempt to revive a long-standing Austrian brand, Austro Daimler. Having a relationship with Mercedes-Benz, it's not surprising that the ADR 630 has a gull-wing door style similar to the Mercedes-Benz models. Under the skin of the ADR 630 sits a plug-in hybrid powertrain consisting of 3 electric motors and the 3-liter Mercedes-Benz M256 6-cylinder engine. Each of the 3 electric motors produces 271 horsepower, meaning a total of 813 horsepower comes from the motors alone. The engine produces 385 horsepower. That makes for a total output of 1,198 horsepower and 1,180 pound-feet of torque. This is expected to result in an acceleration time of 2.5 seconds to 62 miles per hour and a top speed of over 200 miles per hour. Finally, a 55 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery installed in front of the rear axle provides 156 miles of pure electric range and over 600 with the use of the combustion engine. Magari HS1 GTC. The Magari HS1 GTC is produced by Hispano-Suiza Automobile Manufacturer AG from Switzerland. It's named after a South American stork, the brand's traditional emblem, and it uses the underpinnings of a Lamborghini Huracan. The power for the vehicle comes from a monster of an internal combustion engine. It gets a twin-turbo 5.2-liter V10 engine that makes 1,070 horsepower and 774 pound-feet of torque. That engine connects to a 7-speed automatic transmission, which filters power to the rear wheels. The amount of power going to the rear wheels makes the car good for 0 to 62 mile-per-hour time of just 2.8 seconds and has a top speed of 236 miles per hour. The Swiss company plans to produce 300 of these models, and the price of each is $2.5 million. Draco GTE. The Draco GTE was launched in August 2019 by the American company Draco Motors. It's based on the Karma Revero GT model. The GTE gets 4 electric motors, 1 at each wheel, that produce a combined 1,200 horsepower and a whopping 6,491 pound-feet of torque. It's expected to sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 2 seconds and reach a top speed of 206 miles per hour. With a 90 kilowatt-hour battery, the car can go 250 miles of range when fully charged. The GTE was released in 2020 in a limited series of 25 units. The price per unit is approximately $1.25 million. Bertone Mantide. The Bertone Mantide is a concept car based on the Corvette ZR1 that was first revealed in 2009 via a series of YouTube videos dubbed Project M. The Mantide has a 6.2-liter supercharged V8 engine that produces 638 horsepower and 604 pound-feet of torque. The entire ZR1's powertrain was carried over to the Mantide unchanged, but the carbon fiber body was Bertone's design and ended up shedding 220 pounds from the already lightweight ZR1. It accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.2 seconds and powers on to reach a top speed of 218 miles per hour. The original plan was that the company would produce 10 units, and the price of each was around $2 million. But in the end, only one was completed. VLF Force 1 V10. The VLF Force 1 V10 debuted at the 2016 North American International Auto Show in Detroit. The car was designed by automobile designer Henrik Fisker. The Force 1 V10 utilizes an 8.4-liter V10 engine used in the 5th-generation Dodge Viper. The standard output for this engine is 645 horsepower. VLF significantly increased the engine's output for Force 1, and the engine was now rated at 745 horsepower and 638 pound-feet of torque. This results in a 0 to 60 mile per hour acceleration time of 3 seconds and a top speed of 218 miles per hour. After debuting at the 2016 Detroit Auto Show, it was announced that an initial run of 50 cars was planned in 2016, but so far only 5 have been produced. Pricing for the Force 1 V10 is around $286,000 when new. Arrinera Hussarya GT. The Arrinera Hussarya is a sports car project made by Polish automotive manufacturer Arrinera Automotive. Arrinera touted it as the first supercar designed and engineered in Poland. It was named after Poland's Hussar cavalry. The GT version of the Hussarya is a track-only beast that's powered by a mid-mounted 6.2-liter V8 engine sourced from General Motors that produces between 420 and 650 horsepower in a body that weighs only 2,755 pounds. All the power sent to the rear wheels via a 6-speed sequential gearbox. Arrinera plans to produce and sell 3 or 4 units of the GT each year for a price of around $185,000 each.